Well, I was going to do a little video this morning about how to avoid stress in common everyday situations. And here I am. I'm in a hurry to get over to the house where my grandkids are to relieve their other grandmother who spent the night with them so she can go to work. And I need to take the grandkids to school. And there is a very slow-moving train going across the road, and now it has stopped. Well, oh, now the train started to move. There's nothing I can do about this, so I just need to put the car in park, put the emergency brake on, sit here and just kind of enjoy the sun rising, because there's nothing I can do. I'm going to keep breathing. You know, I could sit here getting super stressed about this. But I'm not going to do it. There's going to be enough things that happen today where there will be stress. But today, where I can make a choice, I'm going to make that choice. And I think that traffic problems are a good example of when we have stress. I was thinking about how this sort of thing happens sometimes when you're driving. Do you recognize that pose where you're driving along and then something happens? Maybe the traffic grinds to a halt, or somebody is, acting crazy, or maybe the car in front of you has started going really slowly and everybody else ahead of them is just moving along, and you're in a place where you can't pass. And you start getting closer and closer to that steering wheel till you're hunched over it. You're glaring at the car ahead. Sometimes just releasing that physical pose of stress and anger and even rage sometimes. Take a breath and release that, and it will help the stress to drain away. Sometimes when we're stressed, we react physically, and if we can be aware of that and relax and get rid of that physical posture of stress, it can actually help our minds to just let go of it. Sometimes it helps me to decrease my stress level by bringing to mind images that I think are funny. In TV shows or movies, you'll sometimes see someone, maybe in an office situation, where they're very stressed and they have a bunch of papers in their hand and everything is so frustrating, and they just take the papers and go, and the papers go flying all over. Well, of course, I would never do that myself, because then I'd have to pick up the papers. But just bringing that to mind, that image, it kind of mentally helps me to feel like I'm doing that, and it helps me to relieve some stress, because it's a humorous thing. Humor can help you to relieve stress. Even in a situation where, if you can't think of something, turn a funny TV show on or radio, or read something funny, and that can help relieve some of the stress. So that train is still creeping by. Oh my goodness. So I've decided to pray for people that I know, friends, relations, people who need prayers. If you're not a praying person, just, think about people that you know and send positive thoughts their way. That's something you can do, beneficial, that'll occupy some of your time. If worse comes to worse and you can see down the road, you can always count how many cars are lined up and go, but then after you do that, you've got to take in a nice big breath, and that'll help you. Oh my gosh, hooray, the train is done. Okay, I'm off to go take care of the kids. Okay, drive, turn the emergency brake off. Going from one stressful situation, possibly into another one now. Well, I'm headed home after getting the kids off to school and getting things in order in the house. And there's another train going in the opposite direction this time. Oh my gosh. I guess I get to practice what I preached.